Well, greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is time for Stupid Tetris Monthly. No rotation. I mean, this is the first stream of it, so I got to use the original. Ready? Here we go. Ready? Greetings, citizens of Tetris. It is your stupid pal, Van Dweller. And we are doing Stupid Tetris Monthly. It is the first stream of No Rotation, January 2026. And that's right, you heard me. No rotations are allowed. You cannot rotate the pieces, even for the memes, even if it doesn't matter. You can't be like, oh, I'm going to spin it around for fun, but no, we'll put it back how it is and play. No, this is serious business. No rotation. January 2026. I want to show you the overall kind of situation here. It's a 16-player tournament. These are the 16, well, these are 15 of the players. And then it's not quite easy for me to show you the other two, given that I'm kind of behind. But what we're doing right now, and we're going to stay live. We have, it says there's 2 streams. I'm going to delete the other one. This and the next stream are all STM, so we're going to do all those right now. So Zoltan is sitting here waiting, seed number 1, but we've got a round 0 to play, and it's between Chroma and Cobra. That is what we're going to do, and this is how it's all setting up. So we're going to do Cobra, Chroma, winner versus number 1 seed Zoltan. This is not a flat bracket. This is a standard single elimination, round by round bracket. So that is a thing. Let me show you the scores just so you can get a sense of where we're at. The number 1 qualifier in this qualifying, it was the best of basically the 2 best games average in a 1-hour no rotation qualifier. Zoltan had 35. Pixec, I don't know if I'm saying that right, but please, maybe it's something else. 34. Ryan Hamburger, 31.5, and so forth. Now, the lowest person on the thing was Cobra with 19. On the website, though, it doesn't round up or anything. So it showed that Twig, who is actually Jade over on YouTube, and Chroma and Cobra all had a 19. So I decided to let Cobra and try to play in, because it would be cruel to say, oh, someone had a 19. Looks like all 3 of them had a 19, but one of them's out. So I said, to hell with it. We'll just have a round 0. Chroma, I'm sure, is thrilled. But anyway, and now there's also the world record leaderboard over in the bottom left, just to give you a sense of this is. Now, this is lines. This is not score. This is lines, right? Score doesn't matter. It doesn't factor in at all. Zoltan has the world record at 72 lines. Poet, 58. Trisky, who is not in this tournament, at 57. And Pixec at 56. So those are the world record leaderboards. Zoltan has many scores above 50. Poet, I'm sure, has many scores above 50. But this is the rankings right now. And so that's what we're doing. So let us take a look at our rules, all right? This is a 16-player single elimination regular bracket tournament based on the 1989 version of Tetris, released by Nintendo for the Nintendo Entertainment System on NTSC consoles. The most lines at top out is the winner. The first player to 4 wins is the winner of the match. Now, we're going to do level 0 starts with no same piece sets. However, level 0 is very slow. And if we find that players are like never pushing down and making these matches take forever, I may decide to force level 1, which is actually considerably faster. So if you want to keep your level 0 starts, do not push down, okay? It's faster. It is definitely faster. But it's like 10% faster, but... Oh, wait, how much faster is it? Let me look. Where's my Tetris facts? My Tetris facts say that, yeah, it's 11.63% faster. But you also realize then you get that increase at 2 and da-da-da. Don't worry, it's faster. So we're going to do 0, but if people just never push down and it takes forever, then I'm going to enforce level 1. Players may not rotate the pieces. You cannot rotate them, not even as a meme. And this means intentional rotations, and it doesn't only mean like trying to maneuver a piece around, like rotate, but it also can mean like rotating it just to view the piece on the screen to see like, oh, well, how would this fit in? Like, people do that. So that is not allowed. Now, if it was clearly an accident and it's corrected very quickly, I'll make a judgment call, but you may not intentionally rotate the pieces, okay? Players can play an emulator or console as long as the game mechanics, experience, and statistics are unmodified. They can use any controller as long as no turbo functions used. Don't use any turbo. Players should not receive any in-game advice, right? Nobody in the room, nobody telling you how to play. Nobody at all. And this is slow enough where this could actually make a difference. So, and people in this tournament know each other, so you cannot give or receive any advice. All right? Do you understand? Oh, put that there. Do that. Level 0 is slow enough where that matters. So I want you all to understand, you cannot give or receive any advice. Do not pause. Okay? If you do experience tech issues, just keep playing, and the winner gets absolutely something. And that is a share in a prize pool. It stands right now at $0.00. If you want to contribute to this tournament, use the Matcherino command. That'll bring up some links. Now, the ones on YouTube are not visible right now, so if somebody can, maybe who's on Twitch and YouTube, paste that link in. It's just there's a limit on Nightbot characters over on YouTube, and I didn't realize. I guess I'll paste it in right now. I guess I'll do it right now. Ready? Copy. And I'm pasting it. Okay. There you go. There's the link. If you want to contribute, use that command. It'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. Top right-hand corner is where you log in. You can use your existing Twitch or YouTube or Discord account. On the right side, it'll say contribute. Click on that to contribute. Would love to get to $1,000. Oh, we're not paying top 8. That is incorrect. That is not correct information. So I'll have to revise this. I didn't realize we can't pay the top 8. So we're just going to pay the top 4. That doesn't do anything. There. Wait, what? Don't worry about it. But we can't pay the top 8. That's half the prize pool. We're not going to do that. We'll pay the top 4. All right. I'll have to fix that. I forgot about that. Because it's round of 16. All right. That's how the prizes. You know the rules. If you want to support the channel, go to patreon.com/monthlytetris. Thank you so much. Scott Gray, Jay in the Window, Kenny Attacking, Middlesbrough, Corporal Shelby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim, Rook, Tato, Keka, John T, Jason, Sunny, everybody else, thank you so much. All right, I'm going to go over here. Oh, Esther, thank you for... Esther is in this tournament, right? So let's see. We need to bring up number 16 on the left. All right, this will take a moment. Hello. That's Chroma. And then 17 on the right. And I don't know why Chroma's games are not coming up, but Cobra's are. I'm not sure why that is. So let me fix that. STM. Oh, it did come up. But the camera didn't come up, and I don't know why that is. So let's figure that out. It's got to be a me problem. That's Toogie. Stream 17. What is happening? That's Das Masters. What is happening? This is so stupid. All right, that's Das Masters. That's right. Stupid Masters. 16. Stupid Masters 17. All right, there it is. All right, just give me 1 second while we set this up. There are no same piece sets, and I think you can figure out why. If you're like, why aren't you using same piece sets? Why? Guess. I challenge you to a critical thinking exercise. Richard wasn't born in Romania. Richard was born in Hungary. Wasn't he? That's what he said. He said he was a Hungarian. All right, let me fix Chroma here. Chroma is all thumbs up and let me spin Chroma around. This guy, coolest guy. All right, there's Chroma. And let me just fix, that stencil's good. Cobra's stencil's close enough. Oh my God. I don't know. I actually don't know why this is happening, so. Okay. Close enough. All right, why are you guys warming up on this? Why aren't you guys doing no row? All right. All right, well, we need you guys to go to regular games. And we need to go to level, select screen, and start. This is a best of 7. It's not the finals. It is round 0, actually. We'll just call it round 1A. All right, so we need you to signal ready when you're ready. There's no same piece sets, Cobe. All right. 0. Level 0. Cobra, you're on 9. Maddie, thanks for the raid, party of 9. There's no seeds. No seeds. No seeds. All right. Looks like both players are ready. Look, they're both on Tetris. Perfect. It says November. We'll fix that. There you go. Blink. All right. Looks like both players are ready. No rotation, level 0. Let's get them started. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. This is a round 0 match. I didn't have the round 0 apparently in this thing, but Chroma spinning around. Let's yeah. All right, so players are gonna try to get as many lines as possible. Oh, Chroma rotated himself. That is legal. So Cobra and Chroma are going to try to score as many lines as possible without rotating a piece. Now, if you can go online and find tutorials about how to do this. And it's like a 3 hours of tutorial that are made by our #1 seed, Zoltan, who is also the world record holder in this mode. And basically what Zoltan does, I think the idea is to have a open left side, which is very flexible and allows you to clear, single and double lines. I've tried to do this. This is very hard to do. Chroma seems to know a little bit what he's doing here. So have like an open left and, having like 3 wide gaps so you can fit pieces in there. 4 wide gaps are, I think, generally bad unless you've got like that situation that Chroma has. So Cobra up to 3 lines. This is going to be best of 7, believe it or not. The level is going to increment every 10 lines. Yeah, Ryan says 4 wide is very RNG dependent. That's right. Looks like Cobra gonna get a line. He's up to 6 lines. Yeah, like if you're gonna be 4 wide on the left, you need bars or squares. So Cobra gonna clear another one. And Chroma really sitting back and thinking this through. He's got a great board. No, I mean, he's really thinking. You don't have to just always push down, but if you're not pushing down just for the memes, that's what we don't want. If you need to think and you want to think, then think. But if, the point is, don't not push down just because you're trying to meme like, oh, isn't it funny to have an infinite game? We got stuff to do. But if you're thinking, that is allowed. Chroma is memeing. What we should do is have selective enforcement of level 1 and just let one, like if one player is abusing it, make them start on level 1. But it's fine. It's stupid Tetris monthly. I mean, but we just don't want people to unnecessarily chronically delay things in a stupid way. Oh, someone's hacking my some account of mine. That's good. All right, Cobra is set up for a line clear, gets one. He's up to 12. Chroma still on 3 lines, but he's got a very good board. You can see what you're wanting to do is fill up that right side as much as possible, as densely packed as possible, and keep that left side open so you have all kinds of different clears available to you. And Chroma seems to be doing the right thing. And Cobra's, not too bad either. But Chroma's very solidly packed on that right side. So, of course, the higher you get also, the more difficult it is. All right, so Cobra's going to be able to clear this one line, but at what cost? So he's got a long bar coming, and that's going to fill in that. But now he's going to need... I don't know what just is happening there. He's going to need like an L piece to clear that away. And the LP is just not coming. Not sure what happened there, but that was just a stream lag or something. The thing you'll also find is like depending on your board, you'll be super high and you'll think, oh, I can't clear any more lines, but you'll end up like clearing 4, 5, 6 lines when you're super high. Like, it's crazy how efficient you can be in an emergency. And yeah, I'm not sure how. Now, Cobra's up 17 and Chroma at 7. And this is going to be tough for Cobra. It's a good score. And that is going to be a top out for Cobra at 17. I forget what the tiebreaker is. Wait, what is the tiebreaker? I guess it should be score. We have to have we can't replay games. Tiebreak should be whoever finishes first. Oh yeah, I agree. Yeah, that's what it is. Tiebreak is whoever finishes first. Yeah, we can't replay games. So if you finish first, that's the incentive for pushing down. All right, so Chroma needs to get to 18 because Cobra has the tiebreaker. That's what we're gonna do. Whoever finishes first. Now, if it's really super close, we might not be able to tell from stream lag, but all right, needs to get to 18. That's a single. There's another single. Oh, he needs one more. He needs one more. And there it is. So Chroma is going to take game number 1. You think it should be decided by score? I don't think people should be going for doubles. I think they should just be going for lines. So I want to incentivize people pushing down. So I would rather whoever finishes first. All right. And if it's super close, then we'll try to make a judgment call. You win by lines, not score. That's right. All right, players, let's ready up. We can't have too big of a delay in between games. It's not like your hands are going to hurt. No, there's definitely some logic to push down points for sure, but all right, we're typing in meme scores. Let's just ready up and go. My goodness. All right, let's go. Game number 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Chroma up 1-0. This is a tiebreaker for the right to face the world record holder and I guess kind of the undisputed king of no-row. Random seed, Tetris. Oh my God, Chroma is rotating. World record holder and 3-time no-row tournament champion. So I don't know the history of no-row tournaments. I don't know it. I don't know if it's very well documented. Zoltan, who is really just like the undisputed, king of no rotation, does not have a Wikipedia page. Like, he's the GOAT at this mode. No Wikipedia page. It just seems very poorly documented. The first tournament was Zoltan first, Sky second, Nerd the Box. Oh wait, Zoltan first, Sky second, Nerd the Box third. Second was Zoltan first, me, Zeno. Yeah, it's not very well documented. I mean, the only documentation I know of is Ryan Hamburger talking in the chat and telling us. That's all I know. So Cobra with the 12 lines. So Cobra playing quickly, and I like it. Swift play. Now, is it, is it advantageous as far as pure lines? I don't know. It's got a good board right now. He's 3 wide over on the left, solidly packed right side. And you got decisions to make. Chroma has a, long bar tuck set up over there. But that's the thing, you play quickly. Oh, yeah, 12 points, right? Oh, yeah, 12 points. All right, so there you go. Great tuck there for Chroma. Beautiful setup. He's gonna clear. He's got 135 lines. Amazing. I know. I'm gonna keep doing that. I should just cover the score. Should I just cover the score? Do you guys want to see the score? Should I just cover it? I can get rid of it. I don't know which one it is. Is it this? No, that's the next piece. No, that's the level. Oh, wait. Yeah, I could just say lines. Let's just say lines. We're saying lines. Although I do like to see people are pushing down. Nika the Noob says, don't. You want to see the score. N-Dog is in chat and says, if we get the prize pool to $100, that will equal 10 gifted subs. Guys, the channel needs this. So how do we get to $100 in the prize pool? Use the Matcherino command. 6 lines here for Cobra. Playing quickly. This is censorship? What is censorship? What are you talking about? I don't even know what you're saying. Oh, because there's no score? So we blacked it out? That's right. Score. We're doing a censorship, guys. All right, nice tuck there. Chroma's got a lot of options. Cobra with 2 floating Minos. You'll love to see it. Kip says Chroma is probably screwed here. This is rough. I don't know. It seems like Chroma has a lot of options. I'm learning this just as you guys are. All right, Chroma going to tuck in that J piece or L piece. Floating Minos are presumably bad. Probably. The quintuple tuck, I know. Quintuple. All right, 11 lines Cobra, 5 for Chroma. $5 for moves. Remember, we got a target here. If we get to 100, it means 10 subs gifted to the channel. Thank you so much for your contribution to the prize pool. Really appreciate that. Is there a specific ROM or modification that prevents rotation, or do the players just have to remember not to? They basically have to remember not to. If they wanted to disable those buttons, that would be fine. Oh, so Cobra not going to take that T. He's going to take the burn here. Oh, but he's got another. He's got an F on the top left. That can't be good. Oh, that is a top out for both, a simul top out. And Cobra is good in game number 2. So Cobra needs to move the next box out of the way. That was it. Yeah, where do I put the next box? Oh God. So yeah, Cobra is good. All right, players, it's game number 3. I do need to move the next box out of the way. Oh, I should put it up where lines is. I don't want to move it around too much though, because let's see, where's the... That's the level. We know the level, right? We don't need to see the level. We know what level it is. All right, players, let's ready up quickly, guys. Let's ready up quickly. Slow mode, we gotta move. If you can ready up slowly, you can ready up quickly. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3, we're tied, a game apiece. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, there are lots of players who have a chance here, Gold. And, you know, it's kind of RNG dependent, so. Yeah, I'll find a way to move that. See if I can find a way to move this. I have to, this is very dangerous because I have to unlock. I can put it like right here. Where can I put it? Like right here? I'll just put it right here. Like just, there you go. There's an extra T piece for y'all. I could put it like right there. Here, I'll just put it right there. For now. I'll have to move it back though next time, so. But you guys have no idea how dangerous it is for me to be moving stuff around right now in this scene. It could be a total disaster. All right, we're just gonna put it right here. All right, better, perfect. That's fine. I'm happy with it there. That's good. It's just, who cares? Oh, but wait a minute. That might mess stuff up on... Oh, boy. I think that messes stuff up in my master scene. Oh, no. Is it possible to do a no-row double? Yeah, it is. I think this messes stuff up in my master scene. Like, I'm actually kind of in trouble. I know, I'm gonna have to undo it. Let me go look and see if that's the case. No, it didn't. Okay, that's fine. See, my master scene, everything's where it needs to be. Right. So no row triples can happen, but up at the top of the board with all that weirdness, right? All the top of the board weirdness, that counts. That definitely counts. You're just trying to increment that line counter. All right, so Cobra seems to be piled up over on the left. He's gonna get a double. Yeah, score doesn't matter. It's just lines and then how quickly you finish. What is the top of the board weirdness? Yeah, this is pretty well documented. I'm not very conversant on it, but you know, in that top row, there's kind of like a ghost row above it where you can score like theoretical triples without rotating the pieces, and you can get like weird Tetrises up there without long bar. It's a whole thing. I'm not very conversant on it because like I just don't, it doesn't really factor into anything I'm doing. So except today, which you'd think I would have looked it up. But I didn't. All right, 7 for Cobra, 9 for Chroma. So if you clear what is normally a triple at the very top, you get a Tetris instead. Right. All right, this is a little bit dangerous here for Chroma. He's got the backwards F. It shouldn't really prevent anything from spawning in, but... you can catch something, you know? You can't get a triple glitch clear in no row, though. You can get a double glitch clear, which is a triple. Yes, yes. That's right. All right, there's an active challenge. If you get the prize pool up to $100, 10 subs will show up. Courtesy of N-Dog. There is the link right there in chat. Chroma 13, Cobra 9. Now we are not using same piece sets because players could basically copy one another. Do all of the people who play this mode a lot play the same basic strategy? I think so. But I think there are some people just kind of winging it. But I mean, Chroma has the right idea. Cobra seems to have the right idea. Oh, Chroma. It's going to be tough for Chroma to keep scoring here. All right, so Chroma clears a double. That was a top of the board double. Wasn't it? He went from 15 to 17. Yeah, he cleared a top of the board double. That's going to be 18 for Chroma. So Cobra's got glitches count. Yes, all you're trying to do is increment the line counter. It definitely counts. So Chroma is finished. Cobra needs to get to 19. Buskop with the $10 contribution to the prize pool. Thank you so very much. Yeah, he cleared a single and got 2 lines because of the glitch up near the top. So Cobra 3 lines away. What's a good score in this? The world record is 70 something from Zoltan. The highest qualifier was 35. That was Zoltan. Do we know what the players' PBs are? I don't even know if they are tracking that. But I think, Cobra here. All right, there's 1, needs 2 more. If he gets a square, he could sell out for a square. If he gets a square, he's good. But he's not getting the square, so he's gonna have to block. There's one. He needs one more. And there it is. So Cobra going to take game number 3. Cobra's tied his highest game in his qualifier. And there it is. So Cobra's good. My goodness gracious. Yeah, I needed that square and never got it. It is the most intense chase down. I know. All right, players, let's ready up. Players, let's ready up immediately after. Wait, you want level 2? You think we should go to level 2? What? Oh, it's the first level 2 in this tournament. Oh, I see. I'm trying to give you guys best of 7 so that we can take some of the luck out of it, but we need to ready up quickly if it's gonna work. So, okay, looks like both players are ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Now I don't have pictures for everybody, so I like this because there's a lot of new players who don't normally play on the main channel. There he is. But that means I don't have a lot of avatars for them. Cobra is the only Premier Poll ranked player in the entire tournament. Well, actually, the only player ranked in the open poll, and then Hana is ranked in the DAS poll. Should you send a picture? Yeah, if you are watching this and you're playing, and you can send me like a straightforward, just, you know, not like some selfie, like just a straightforward, you know, 3/4 torso up shot of you looking straight forward and smiling or whatever, without any hand gestures, that is fine. I would love to put you in there. If you have that, like, you know, like look at what Cobra's doing, right? Yeah, send it in. Just DM me on Discord. You'll send one in next week? Okay. Or I guess since half of you are like know Zoltan personally, you can have Zoltan send it to me on Facebook. Either way. Zoltan, send me your preferred profile pic. I don't have one for you. And I didn't want to pull one off your stream, so. And assuming you advance to the next round, which is possible, I want to have you on there. So you can send one of Zoltan now. Yeah, I can't work it in now, but yeah, next time for next stream. It's hard not to see what they should do in terms of rotations. I don't know what that sentence means. Oh, I see. You're still looking at it as though they're playing Tetris, right? All right, it was a good little double there for Chroma. 3 for Chroma, 4 for Cobra. Is rotation disabled in Gym? It is not disabled. It's fine if you want to disable it somehow. But these players just press it. Like they just avoid pressing it. Is DPS the reason why score doesn't count? I don't know what DPS means. We're not trying to have players optimize for score. We just want to see as many lines as possible. Okay, Chroma could really use an L here. You can't play no row on Nestris.org because there's no lockdown sound effect. Oh, that's interesting. I haven't thought of that. Cobra with 10 and a low board. If he can place this L and then get it T, what the heck? Nope, no T. Yeah, I still got a low board at 10. That's very good. And Chroma is kind of high on 7, and it's very hard to down stack. Like, how would Chroma do this in a lot of different places? Oh, there you go. There's the... Oh, you almost hung that T. Oh, if he could get the L in the square, but no square. And I don't know how he's going to really get much of anything else. Maybe he can get a... That's going to be 8. And Cobra is good in game number 4 and goes up 3 games to 1. So it is best of 7. So, Cobra, you are good in game number 4. You've got Chroma on the ropes. You thought Chroma had a better play, move that J down a level, than use square on the left? Yeah, it is best of 7. It is best of 7. All right, I'm going to refresh these players just in case they're delayed. They seem to really taking their time. Is it really that taxing? They seem to, I need my time in between games. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go game number 5. Chroma needs to win to stay in. Three, two, one, Tetris. Yeah, Cobra is on match point. If he gets to 4, he is the winner and moves on to take on Zoltan. Guys, you can see why we didn't want 31 matches of this, right? 16-player tournament. Imagine 32 players of this. What the heck? No, it's good. I like it. I love it. I think it's so fascinating. So 2 lines apiece. Cobra kind of building out the left side, which is interesting. I think that generally works too. It's kind of unconventional, but I mean, it seems like a good board from that perspective. But this is a good board. Oh, look at that. Look at the J piece coming down for that double. Look at that. Look at that. So 4 lines apiece. Oh, he almost hung that J in there, but he's going to take this tuck. All right, so he's got a line, but he can't get the line down there, right? You see the problem? He can't get the line in there without rotating it. It would have been great if he could have, but he's only 3 wide there up near that top row. So all those 4 wides down at the bottom, cannot use them to clear lines, clear long bars. He's bringing it down. 7 here, Cobra. 6, Chroma. All right, let's see what Cobra can do. Oh, kind of in the middle here. Cobra. Oh, yeah, he gets another double. 11 lines. He's taking some clears here. Now, you can't really clear that flat bottom 3 wide, right? There's nothing that will do that. This is kind of tough. 13 for Cobra, though. All right, Chroma gonna get one. Oh, he's gonna tuck that line in. That is a top out for Chroma, and Cobra is good in game number 5, and it's going to take this one 4 games to none. So GG's, this is going in the books as a win for Cobra. Cobra, you are into the round of 16. Chroma, you are out. So Cobra is going to fight Zoltan, the #1 player. Chroma, GG's to you. Love having you here. I mean, no one does it with more style, may I say, than you. But yeah, Cobra kind of coming back. Lost the first game, comes back, just rips out 4 in a row. Pretty good. Chroma 1, Cobra 4, monthly Tetris. Time to get beat by execution. Yeah, for sure. All right, let me set this up. Goodbye 16. Hello #1. So we'll give you a moment. And this is the truly round 1. That was a round 0, but I didn't have a round 0 graphic here. But all right, so just let's get Zoltan going. Refresh game. STM1. Do we know why no-row players tend to use a left well, not the right? It's a good question. Is Zoltan going to be on... This is the channel, right? You're... All right. Chroma is happily back to regular rotation Tetris. Where is this image that I just pasted? Like, it's nowhere to be found. Oh, there it is. Oh my goodness, Zoltan. Oh, we have an appearance. It's happening. Guys, it's happening. All right, let me try to get the camera. Yeah, somehow the camera stuff isn't working right now. I don't know why. All right, we'll get our camera going. Let me reset transform. Okay, that should be good. All right, there we go. All right, we got two very relaxed individuals here. All right, players, it is time to ready up. True round one right now. It is time. All right, looks like both players are ready. It is round one. Zoltan, our number one seed. Let's go ahead and, reset our scores. How about that, Vandy? Good job. Yeah, number one seed taking on number 17 seed, Cobra. Both players ready to go. Let's go ahead and get them started. STM No Rotation Championship, right? 2026. You'll be the world champion of no rotation if you win this, right? I'm declaring that. I've declared it. So it must be true. Zoltan versus Cobra. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Level 0 starts, or what we're doing. Oh, wait. The button didn't work. Here it is. That's fine. Just start. It doesn't matter. The number one seed from Hungary, Zoltan. He's got the world record in this category at 72 lines. He's got the number one seed at 35. That was the average of his best 2 no-row games played in a 1 hour excruciating qualifying period. Here, let's see if I can get this on here. Oh my God, we have a picture of Zoltan. He's a little big, but here, let's perfect. All right, let's make it a little smaller. A little smaller. There you go, a little smaller. So, I mean, Zoltan's board, I mean, look at that. Solidly packed on the right side. Look at this. This is Zoltan's mode. This isn't just like he's, you know, a world-class, you know, kind of roller player that's just dabbling over here. This is Zoltan's mode. He owns this mode. We're not using same piece sets because then it would be very easy, Rootkit, for people to just do exactly what the other player is doing. So, you know, Zoltan, best in the world, and level 0 is so slow that, you know, Cobra, God bless him, not the best no-roll player in the world like Zoltan is. Cobra could literally just do what Zoltan is doing and therefore nullify Zoltan's skill advantage. Yeah, thank you. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I don't know how to pronounce your name. If you could give me a phonetic spelling of that, I don't know how to say it. So anyway, Zoltan from Hungary, 35 qualifier, number 1 seed. Cobra, seed number 17, was on the outside looking in of this tournament. And we put him in round 0 against Chroma. And Cobra is now in and defeated Chroma. And so Cobra's got a shot here. Zoltan with that world record. If you go on YouTube, you can find, you know, look up Zoltan, Z-O-L-T-A-N, and look up Tetris, and you will find all, number one, all the games that he's played, you know, just all the best games. And he's got 3 hours of instructional material on this mode. This is like, this is what Zoltan plays. Sud says Zoltan's controller doesn't even have an A and B button. Am I right? It's possible. Now, of course, even though Zoltan really kind of the GOAT at this mode, not a shoe-in. There is some RNG. Obviously, players are getting different same piece sets. And there are some very, very good players in this tournament. Poet is in this tournament, was a former world record holder. And 2 other players from Hungary who are like trained in the no-road dojo of Zoltan are also top qualifiers in this tournament. N-Dog saying, let's not leave the winner walking away with only $20 people. Yeah, I agree, N-Dog. N-Dog has an active challenge out there to the monthly Tetris community. If we get the prize pool to $100, he'll kick in 10 subs to the channel over on Twitch. It's very important to this channel that we unlock those incentives when they come along, those challenges. Someone says this mode doesn't support seeds. You can do, I mean, you can do this, yeah, on any Tetris ROM. We don't use same piece sets because then it's so slow, players could copy the moves of the other players, you see, and therefore you wouldn't have to have any skill at all. You just copy the moves of the best players, peek ahead at their RNG, and you can really make real impactful decisions based on knowing in advance what the pieces are going to be and what the, you know, whoever the better player is, what they're doing. So it would not really make sense to just use same piece sets. Looks like we got a raid from Chef Boyard Jeeves, another one, Sleepy Maddie. And all of that incentivizes slow play, which is bad. Yeah, true. So yeah, the tiebreaker in this is basically whoever finishes first. which incentivizes pushing down, playing, you know, a little bit more speedy. Now, this one is close because if they both topped out at 13, I don't know who. Oh, there's a double from Cobra. Clutch. Yeah, you theoretically could stream delay. Yeah, that's true. But we also get a sense of the stream delay from how quickly they start. So you should start like on the thing. We should make people put the time on their screen, but Cobra at 16 here. Oh, there's a nice clear for Zoltan. He's got 15. Oh, you could use 5. Oh, so that's a top out for Cobra and a top out for Zoltan. And Cobra is going to take game 1 against the world record holder. So there you go. Look at that. Cobra thrilled. Look at that. All right, Zoltan is ready. Probably a little, yeah, RNG is, you know, a factor for sure. All right, both players ready. Let's go. 3, 2, 1 Tetris. Esther with a couple of contributions to the prize pool. By the way, going to get us up to 27-22. Relying on stream delay does make other things weird, though. It seems to me that the Tetris community has mostly developed in a way that approves of making decisions based on how your opponent is doing. Yeah, but this is directly copying stacking. Like, that would be directly copying the stacking and have plenty of time to do it. And it would literally nullify the entire skill advantage away. So, yeah, this is a different case. This is not the same context as that. Yeah. Okay, all right. We're not fighting. We're happy. We're not arguing. We're in agreement. Anyway, we are up to 50-67. We had contributions from Esther, Booskop, Whoops, and Pseudo Canard. 2345 from Pseudo Canard. So thank you so very much for those contributions. We're $50 away from unlocking 10 subs. So Zoltan is like a setup there for an L tuck, but it's gonna tuck a square in there. See, like me, I would have just taken. Oh, see how he's got. See, one tuck sets up another. Isn't that so interesting? Like, one tuck sets up. Like, okay, yeah, I've set that tuck, and now that one gives me another tuck. This is what you'll see on Zoltan's channel. Like, he knows all the configurations of, like, all right, which one, like a series of nested tucks. Zoltan could really use a square. Not much says that's like chess type thinking ahead. Yeah, exactly. That's why it's such a cerebral mode. Oh, a bar, right. Sorry, Mark. Sorry, Mark. This mode is about lines, not score. Yes, score is irrelevant. We are not using score in any way. Not even as a tiebreaker. It's going to be about who finishes first, and we'll have to be the judge of that. I don't know what the delay was. I didn't catch the delay in starts between these two players. You have to do the hits in this mode. Yeah, horizontal eye tuck setup. True. Why are players doing partial pushdowns? Well, you don't want to do a full pushdown because you might misdrop the piece, but I think once they're locked into a decision, I think they just kind of want to move on to the next one. So there's a nice double. Zoltan, 10 lines, takes the lead. See, this is where the genius comes in, because, you know, Zoltan, I would have easily put that S piece into that S tuck hole, but Zoltan's like, nope, not good enough. I've got other plans. And I don't know how it's going to work out. I don't know exactly the rationale, but it's fascinating. You're seeing a lot of stutter push down for simple drops that I don't understand. Yeah, you have to show me what you're referring to. All right, so Cobra trying to figure this out. Zoltan in the lead, 17-14. So Cobra now pretty much full up on the right side. So all his subsequent moves are going to have to come on that left. Zoltan 22. That's going to be a top out for Cobra. Zoltan into level 2 and is good. Zoltan going to tie it up at a game apiece. Yeah, these late lines, that is the thing that's crazy, is like you're up so high. How are you doing this? But that's kind of what I was referring to earlier, is just like you'll see like how many lines they can eke out toward the end is crazy. All right, so both players are should be readying up. Yeah, you can definitely sneak in a few lines where it looks impossible. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's go. Game number 3. Zoltan and Cobra tied at a game apiece. 3-2-1. Tetris. But yeah, if you want it, there's a lot of material online. 3 hours of instructional material, plus all of the best games that Zoltan has played. If you want to see how to play this mode, why to do this and that. I mean, look at it. Look at what he's setting up. I mean, look at this. No, yeah, you can definitely get super unlucky, though. That's for sure. Oh, look at this. Like Zoltan, oh, nice L piece for the double, and then the bar. He loves it. Sort of getting rid of that 4 wide. He's going to be able to tuck in that T. All right, this is a good start here for Zoltan's low 5 lines. Chris Winter says, it's so crazy how they can get so many lines. My all-time no-row high score is 16 lines. I have to think like 10 moves in advance. See, I would love to beef that prize pool up. Oh, R0R1. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm so sorry. R0R1. It was fine. All right. Gifted a tier 1 sub to Cole. Looks like Cole got it. What's up, Cole? 9 lines here for Zoltan. So he's had to go kind of vertical here on that right side. Cobra is still kind of flat. Rural juror. Yeah, rural juror. That's hard to say. Or Parapol Baragalar alarm, right? Purple burglar alarm. If you're Scottish, I guess is impossible to say. Oh, you're Esther. Okay, I just wanted to make sure. I thought so. All right, I'll call you Esther. Parapol Baragalar alarm. Yeah, he's got the horizontal eye tuck setup. Not anymore. Not anymore, because see, that's a 3 wide hole, so that bar is not, it cannot get in there. $15 Zoltan, 9 Cobra. Who has the better board? I think Zoltan. I mean, yeah, piled up over on that right side. And yeah, Cobra's is a little bit chaotic here. Just kind of all over the place. Swiss cheese kind of holes. This is like a B-type height, what, 8 or something? All right, 20 for Zoltan. 11 for Cobra. But yeah, I mean, a lot of lines can be scored up near the top of the board. So, you know, even though Zoltan ahead by 8 lines, a lot can happen right toward the end. And plus, you've got, you know, those odd line clears. Oh, look at this. Zoltan really used another bar. Or, yeah, a couple of S's would work. This is a good game. This is the best game we've had so far. 25 for Zoltan, 17 for Cobra. 18 for Cobra. 27 Zoltan. Are we going to have double level 2s here? All right. Cobra kind of selling a bit here. Is really, yeah, now you're kind of in sell mode. All right, should be able to clear a line here. That will be a level 2 for Cobra. Top out 29 for Zoltan, just short of our first level 3. And Cobra, so yeah, double level 20. I don't know if 20 is the max out equivalent. I don't think so. Maybe 50? 29 is your PB? 30 should be as hard as a max. All right, 30 is as hard as a max. Well, Zoltan up 2-1 over Cobra. Now we have more of this, by the way. Coming up, we have in 25 minutes, Ryan Hamburger versus Paco, Rorschach versus Yoshimi. Winner versus winner. And then we also have Steels versus Poet after that. So we got like another 4 matches after this. All right. All right, Zoltan going to try to get a 30. Hamburger versus Taco. Yes, indeed. All right, you are warmed. Okay. All right, Zoltan says ready. Is your capture good? I just want to see your game was not moving. So I just want to make sure that you're good. Like, you're not on the readies. You're not on the level select screen. Okay, there we go. All right, game number 4. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Zoltan looking to increase his lead. Cobra looking to tie it up. No one has reached level 10, says Marcus, let alone level 20. Well, no one's ever reached level 9. Ever. Zoltan's got the world record at 72 lines. It's level 8. Is that level 8? No, level 7. But no one's reached level 8. Tolstoy says, my uncle had 800 lines in the 90s. Yeah, mine too. He worked at Nintendo. And yeah, he totally had 800 lines. Chris Winters says, Zoltan with the hover 3 for ready takes me back. Yes, all the way back to 2021. Oh, Mr. Brain has to mute. Why are you muting? Did I say something bad? Invictus Rage says, my dad worked at Nintendo, was the my girlfriend lives in Canada of elementary school. Yeah. Oh, you don't know her. She goes to another school. All right, Cobra 5, Zoltan 4. All right, Zoltan with the 1, 2, 3 tuck of the square. All right, stacks pretty high early on. But Cobra's got some burns. But he didn't really have a good place for that long bar. He couldn't clear anything with that bar. That's Zoltan's second L piece. Is that true? Can I look over there? Let's look. Yeah, it was. All right, so Cobra in a little bit of a rough spot. The Z will help, but that second Z will not help. Let's see what he can do. Oh no, he had a long, he could have put the bar down and then the L to the right, but there's really not much else he can do. That's going to be a top out for Cobra. Zoltan is good in game number 4. Goes up 3 games to 1. The L right was impossible? Why was it impossible? It spawns too low? Oh, I guess I missed that. It was a J. I thought it was possible to get over. All right, Zoltan really wants to get that level 30 in comp. I mean, that level 30. The 30 lines in comp level 30. I mean, it's kind of like getting a level 30. All right, but he's going to have to settle for 25 lines. This is like Scooty mullining a Max into kill screen. Yeah, true. All right. I'm ready for game 5. So whenever you players are ready. I wonder, is it possible to RNG manipulate this mode to get a lot more good piece such as squares? Maybe. Guys, we're $50 away. Here, let's go ahead and start here. Game 5. Zoltan looking to wrap it up right now. Cobra needs to win to stay in 3-2-1 Tetris. The whole tourney is no same piece sets. Why should you restart? Why is he saying? That's fine. No, that's fine. You're fine. You're good. You corrected it very quickly. I like that you have time to chat. You have time to chat. So if you guys want to live like Sodium, where you can just like type and play at the same time, take up No Row. That you could be that. Oh wait, no. Oh, he's still on level 3. Oh no. I'm sorry. I thought you were on 0. Yes, go ahead and please restart. Restart. Yes, restart. I'm sorry. I thought you were on level 3. I mean, I thought you were on level 0, but you quickly changed it. Yeah, we're going to do both players resetting. Yeah, but it's not. Let's just reset. Both reset. Yeah, sorry. We're restarting the match. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, I didn't notice. I think it was all the colors that came down were level 0 colors, and that's when I made that decision. So no, you're fine. You're fine. No problem. Top player privilege, Zoltan. Top player privilege. All right. Let's start on 0. You don't have to hover 3. You can just say you're ready. Okay. All right. Let's go. The real game 5. Real game 5. Starting on level 0. Let's go 3-2-1 Tetris. You have never done that before? Well, this is the World Championship, Zoltan. You gotta figure it out. You gotta figure it out, man. This is the World Championship. Yeah, sorry. Like when he asked, like, oh, should I? Because the level is not on the screen, I got rid of it. I didn't see that he was on 3. Zella Zowie with the contribution to the prize pool. That's going to get us up to 64.32. Thank you, Zella Zowie. We're now $36 away from unlocking 10 subs gifted by Ndog into the channel. So $36 away gets the channel, like, I don't know, a good amount. Could really use it. Especially for these tournaments, like if you want to see this kind of stuff, this is all sort of extra. Like, I only feel like obligated to do Masters, but this kind of stuff is extra. So if you do want to see it, supporting the prize pool and supporting the channel during these streams definitely is a signal to me that you want to see more of it. You have multiples of 32 in the prize pool. That's true. 64 and 32. That is true. All right, 3 lines apiece. Booskop wants to get it to 128.64. Yeah, then 250. Well, I guess 7. 28, I guess. Only powers of 2 allowed now? All right, 36 more dollars. That's what we need. We can do it. If you want to see more super slow level 0 best of 7 matches, this is the time to make your voice heard. All right, Zoltan doing Zoltan things. Cobra here. He's got sort of a dilemma with a long bar. And you really want to rotate that piece, you know? Like you just want to, oh, I could clear that away so easily with that S piece, you know? Like, wow, Esther again with the 568. So Esther coming in hot gets us to 70 exactly. So 30 left. Thank you, Esther. Appreciate that. All right, Zoltan able to do some stuff here with some long bars. I gotta be honest, I don't think I've ever seen Zoltan rotate a piece. Like, does he even know how to do it? 14 Zoltan. Look at this board come down. Cobra with the E on the screen. Does Zoltan still triple flip? Asked Cole. That's a great question. Oh, that's the other tournament I wanted to do is triple flipping. So yeah, triple flip tournament where it's like basically one button rotation is really fun to watch. Vitz tournament is something I would love to do, but I'm not sure if that's possible. Cobra here at 14 lines, getting up near the top of the board with not a lot of runway to do much. Maybe he can start eking out some lines here near the top, but that's going to be a top out for Cobra, and Zoltan is good. So what Cobra did to Chroma, Zoltan did to Cobra. Cobra, you did well. You got into the main bracket. You did a good job. But it's going to be Zoltan moving on. To the top 8. So let's go ahead and report this match. Zoltan is in 4-1. And this is a true world championship. This is why we want to do best of 7. You know? You played super bad though? Well, don't do that. If you're like beat somebody, you want to say, oh, you did really well. You don't say, I played terrible and you still lost. But GG's Zoltan. There you go. Congrats. And Cobra, GG's to you. You did great. So we have another. We're going to have Ryan versus Paco. That's supposed to start in 10 minutes. If they're here now, we can do it. But, you know, if they're not here, that's fine. I don't know what's happening with my scene here. So it's going to be a little awkward. So let me get rid of number 1. Okay, so that worked. And then we need to bring in. Yeah, Paco's not probably ready, but we're not going to raid or anything. We're going to keep it here. And YouTube, we're going to stay on this same stream link. We're not going to move around. I don't see the point in anyone cheating at this. They would only make a bad name for themselves. Well, I mean, that's just true cheating generally, right? So cheating in anything, make a bad name for yourself. You can co-commentate at some point. Yeah, let's do that toward the. Let's do that. Let's do that. We should definitely do that. You're saying this tourney is too low stakes, so there's no incentive? Are you kidding? This is the World Championship, not much. What are you talking about? This is the World Championship. Okay? Low stakes. Is the Super Bowl low stakes? This is a Super Bowl of no row. Yeah, really? My God. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what I'm saying. You know, I'm not saying anything important at all. You know? But all right, let me see if I can bring up number 3. For some reason, my scene's kind of awkward. Like the buttons are not bringing up what they should be bringing up, but they're hiding it, which is weird. So it's just a little awkward. We don't think Paco is going to be ready, so we're just going to keep this running for a bit. Reset transform. There's Ryan Hamburgers here. All right, Ryan's got the godlight behind him. Zoltan will not play the winner of the next match today. No. Here, I'm going to show you the bracket in a minute. And oh my God, this this stencil. Let me do some live stencil. I am to stencil what Zoltan is to no row. I'm the world's greatest stenciler. All right, let's get this. Holy moly, Ryan Hamburger. All right, it's actually not that bad. It's just kind of off in one dimension. Yeah, I'm going to win the Stencil World Championship. That's my goal. Okay, so there's Ryan. And then I'm going to just try to bring up Paco's stream, even though I know he's not going to be streaming. So. Yeah, what is going on up there? All right, so for some reason the buttons are not opening the camera, which I don't get what that is. But that's okay. All right, let me show you guys the bracket, just so you can see where we're at. This is what we're doing. Let me go into YouTube for a second and delete a thing. Stupid Tetris Monthly. Players get a random scene. First one to get it stencil ready wins. I mean, yeah, kinda. N-Dog really wants us to beef up that pool. Let me delete this Ryan Hamburger one. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we're just going to keep it here. If you want to watch, Ryan warm up, here, watch Ryan warm up. But we're gonna do Ryan versus Paco, and then Rorschach versus Yoshimi, and yeah, that is what we're gonna do. Scores. You want to take a look at the scores just to see where is the scores? Oh, here they are. These are the qualifying scores along with the world record leaderboard. Zoltan 72, Poet 58, Sky 57, or Trisky 57, Pixec 56, and I think Ryan is on that list somewhere in the top 10, if I'm not mistaken. This is the fourth, 5 match of today. This is the 4th of 5 streams today. Yeah, it is. Ryan has 47, number 7. All right, great. PB of 47. What was the seeding tiebreaker? The seeding tiebreaker was whoever submitted their qualifier earliest. Ryan versus Vandy while Paco is getting ready. All right, hold on. You know, I've thought of like, what if we restricted Masters qualifiers to 3 digits? So if you got a 1.85, like that's all the digits after that won't count. But then the tiebreaker is who submits it earliest. That's a thought. It is a thought. How does one get half a line clear? It's an average. So it is an average. Let's see, what is this? This is me. And what is this? All right, Ryan, we're playing. Ready? Yeah, you got to restart. You got to restart. I'm playing against. We're playing against each other. I'm no rowing. Yes, of course. Yep. This is a real match. It's for Elo. What's my PB? It's in the 20s, I think. But it would have been years ago. All right, let's get it started. Ready? Maybe, I don't know. I think it's like high 20s. But it would have been like 5 years ago. All right, let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I already don't know what to do. Well, that can't be right because there's no way to clear that. Oh. Why is this the worst? I hate this. I hate this game so much. Why is this the most? This is the worst. Oh. Ugh. Can I rotate? Oh my God, I got a line. Holy crap. Ugh. Ugh. Why so many? Why? Ugh. I'm too. Oh, this is the worst thing. Why would anyone ever play this? Oh, damn it. Damn it. Ryan's too good. You're too good. All right, is Paco here? I'm trying to grow a beard and it's like very itchy. All right. Oh, I just turned off Paco, not myself. I did get over it. That wasn't bad. It was a good effort. All right, guys, we need $30 to prove that you want more of this. Paco is not in chat. What's up, poet? Ryan playing no row on like 19 or something. Is that 19? You're here, you need 2 minutes. That's fine. Bro's playing on 19. You have the ninth. What is the no row 19 world record? And why would anyone track such a thing? 20 lines. That's nuts. That is nuts. Well, while we're here, I want to remind everybody that you can support the players. This is inaccurate. Hold on. Let me do something. Let me just fix something real quick. This is really quick and dirty here. Anyway, if you want to support the prize pool, you can do it. We're going to pay the top 4 no matter what it is. So if you do want to support the prize pool, use that Matcherino command. For some reason that command over on YouTube, it's truncating it. So you can, let me bring up the Matcherino on Twitch and then paste it over. You can contribute to the prize pool using this link. And you click on that link, it'll take you to the landing page for this tournament with our prize pool partner, Matcherino. And you can contribute to support these players and to support these kinds of events. We can only really continue to do these kind of events, if y'all are going to support it. So we certainly want to have, decent prize pool support. just to say like, okay, yeah, we can keep doing this. So thanks to everybody who's contributed so far. There is an active challenge. If we get to $100, that'll unlock 10 subs into the channel, courtesy of Ndog. So if that is something that you want to happen, then help us out. Oh, why did that go down like that? Hold on. Let me try this here. Let's put this down here, and then we'll make this bigger. So yeah, we're paying the top 4 pretty much no matter what it is. There you go. It's not exactly what I want to do, but that's all right. $10 came in from R0R1. Thank you, R0R1. That's a little better. So that is going to get us up to 80. Join Tetris with the non-pros at tmp.tetris.lol. Well, I kind of made a mistake, Ndog. But anyway, this will have to do for now. All right, so we're going to try to load up. All right, Paco is going. So let's refresh all of our players, make sure that they are in good shape and looking on fleek, as they said back in 2012. Zelazawi with the $20 contribution, and that has unlocked 10 subs gifted to Twitch by Ndog. So thank you, Zelazawi, for getting us across the line. Here, we're gonna flop you over just like that. CTM and NFL playoffs the same day. I know. For real. Well, it looks like both players are ready. It's round 1. Ndog has gifted the subs to Twitch. Thank you, Ndog. Bartosian, Sarajevo, Thirsty Jacobo, Anon Fargon, Sensievio, Magic Chase, Esther, Treble, and Parker Dude. And I guess Esther also gave out a sub 38 minutes ago that went to Cole. So thank you very much for that. So thank you, Ndog, for instigating this whole thing. Paco, when you're ready, you can go ahead and signal ready, and we'll get you started. I'm going to refresh one more time. All right, looks like both players are ready. Let's get them started. Round 1, STM, no rotation. The winner moves on to round 2 in 3, 2, 1 Tetris. So this stream is going to have Ryan versus Paco, and then Rorschach is going to take on Yoshimi. And then winner versus winner. To determine a semifinalist. So we're going to determine a semifinalist in this bracket. On the left side, Ryan, who is a chess master and also a hamburger enthusiast. I don't know. His name sounds like hamburger. So he goes by Ryan Hamburger sometimes. Seed number 3, qualified in with an average of 31. That was a 33 and a 30. But that's actually 31.5. So, yeah, sorry about blame the intern. Ryan is 7th on the overall no rotation leaderboard, but is known primarily as a chess player and a mildly annoying presence in the CTM Discord. But I'm happy to see Ryan playing Tetris. No, I think Ryan is a rated chess master. So. No, Ryan is a memester and is a pretty good guy. So. Now I don't know how much Ryan has played because it's pretty. Yeah, let's go see what the history is for Ryan. So yeah, Ryan has about 124 matches in the database going back to 2021. A lot of these matches. Oh no, someone just switched it on me. Can I switch it back? This is the problem with the match database is two people can't use it at the same time. Ryan was at the Jonas Cup. I didn't know that in 2025. Went out to Nima in round 1. And that's a top out for Ryan at 8 lines. So an opportunity here for Paco, who's at 2, built up very much on the left side. So this is an opportunity here for Paco. But Ryan has been at CTWC Silver and Bronze, 25 and 24. Stillwater, DAS. Played a bunch of early... Well, no, wait. Is this right? This isn't right. This is problem match database. You just can't have 2 people using it at once. And there's like 4 people looking at it. And they all want to look at it. Wait, how many was that? I forget how many lines that was. What was the line count again? 8. So Paco has got to get to 9. Paco had 20 as a qualifier, 25 and 15. So 2 good scores, but Paco in danger and not going to be able to cash in on this opportunity. So Ryan is going to hang on and take game number 1. You didn't even know you cleared that 7th line. That was like the top of the board or something. He had the top line glitch. All right, as soon as both players are ready. All right, they are. Game number 2, Ryan versus Paco. Ryan up 1-0. So there is no worries, Laura, you're fine. Don't worry about that. Thank you. So there is an active challenge. If we get to 150 in the prize pool, a new challenge from N-Dog. It says if we get to 150, then that'll trigger him to contribute 50 memberships over on YouTube. So yeah, Ryan with an interesting board. I mean, generally speaking, you want to be the ideal board. Like the ideal board, if you could just say what board would you like to start off with, seems to be something along the lines of like 7 solid rows or something, you know? Like, I mean, 7 solid columns packed over on one side of the board, and then just dropping 3 wide pieces in and clearing line after line, right? Seems to be something like that. Maybe you need something for the long bars. Zoltan, if you could start off with any board, you just start with a board, what would you start with? All right, 9 lines here for Ryan. He's kind of speed running a little bit. Nice clear there with that long bar. What's going to do with this one? Oh, look at that beautiful J piece to clear that double. That's going to help out that board quite a bit. Like, what is the best opener? O and J? Well, I mean is, let's imagine that you didn't have to build out your initial board, right? Would it just be like 5 rows of, I mean, 5 columns of solidly packed board on the right side, or like what, you know what I'm saying? Like let's say the entire board was filled and then you just start clearing lines. That is going to be a top out for Ryan. So he's kind of speed running through. I like it. 7 wide stack. So a 7 wide stack. Now you need a place to put your long bars, right? So you couldn't be all the way to the top, but so all right, Ryan with the 18. Paco in a chase down, needs to get to 19. But that seems like a tall order up here near the top of the board. But Ryan playing fast. I mean, that's good for me. And that is going to be a top out for Paco at 9 lines. And Ryan very quickly up 2 games to none. Not much says his pieces don't rotate. The board rotates just to fit his pieces, like Chuck Norris. Oh, I see. Chuck Norris joke. But you say that. Isn't there a version of Tetris where the board rotates and the piece stays the same? I swear I've seen that. I don't know if it's official or not, but it's pretty cool. All right, both players ready. It's game number 3. Ryan up 2 games to none. Let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Anpu, if Anpu hears this, Anpu, can there be a special match database just for me? Just for Van Dweller's personal match database? Thank you. Like nobody else can access it? That would be amazing. I'll pay for it. I'll pay. But really what there needs to be is just like, we need to find somebody with the time and the chops to make it like a proper database. Yeah, it's a Google sheet. It needs to be a proper database. Just copy the sheet for temporary solo DB access. Yeah, that's true. That is true. All right, so reasonable-ish boards for these two players. Yeah, I like Ryan. Ryan likes to play fast. He's like Mr. Pushdown, like the Harry Hong of no rotation. Already into level 1. Putting the pressure on his opponent to try and keep up and chase down. John Wick says, next STM needs to be, you have to be 40-year-old plus. It's really stupid, as there are so few that can play that Kingsman may have a shot to win it. Who can be against Kingsman winning? Yeah, that's the problem, N-Dog, is, you know, everything's volunteer run, so it has to be something that's maintainable and then assignable, because you know how stuff is with volunteers. Believe me, I know people, and it's fine, but people come in for the time that they can and go, oh well, I gotta move on in life. So I don't have time to do this anymore, and they leave. So that's always like the problem that you have to solve when everything's like volunteer oriented, you know. All right, 20 for Ryan. So Ryan's into level 2, Paco into level 1, 10 lines ahead. We have not had a level 3 yet, right? We almost had Zoltan. But Ryan up, yeah, Ryan is kind of up there. And you can see the pieces like spawning through the top. Oh, look at that double. Very nifty for Ryan up near the top of the board. All right, it's going to be a 27. Paco, the chase down target is 28. Paco had a 25 and a 15 in qualifying. Ryan putting the pressure on Paco to somehow clear out another 14 lines this high on the board. And this is not necessarily a board that's amenable to that. And that is going to be a top out for Paco. The world record is 72. That's right. These are the qualifying scores and the top 4 players on the leaderboard. This is everybody with a 50 or above. You're not done, Paco. It's best of 7. It's best of, you still have to play. It's best of 7. You're still stuck here. So what you have to do is win 3 more and then, you know, and then lose. Like, that's what you have to do. It's like, oh, I thought I lost, but no, I have to sit here for another hour and then lose. That's what you have to do. All right, let's go. Reverse sweep. That's the attitude. Let's go. All right, both players ready. Game number 4. Ryan on match point. We're going to sweep Paco out. Paco needs to win to stay in. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Paco made his Masters debut this year and has played in 2 Masters events since. Do you think Zoltan BRC is legit? 1975 Zoltan B? Do you think he's legit? Poet's been around, you know, Poet has been around the Tetris scene for a while, but hasn't been around in a while. So all of Poet's like references are from like 2018, 2019. So when he says, do you think Zoltan BRC is legit? That is like a meme. A Tyler P reference. For those of you familiar with the lore of Tyler P. Like, if you remember that stuff firsthand, that's kind of your cue that you've been in the Tetris scene too long. Okay, Ryan at 10 lines, and yeah, fast playing. I like it. He goes on instinct. Ryan has got the full long bar tuck set up. Alrighty, here it is. The full, all 4 rows. Look at that. Is that satisfying or what? All right, Paco at 6, Ryan at 15. Yeah, that's the full hits, the horizontal eye tuck setup. And Paco's gonna top out at 6 lines. So Paco is out. Ryan, you gotta stick around because you will be moving on to the next round to face the winner of Rorschach versus Yoshimi. So Ryan, stick around. Let me report this. Paco, I wish it could have gone better for you, but you went up against a very cerebral top player, a chess master, a no-row master. All right, so let me go ahead and set up our next matches. Yeah, Ryan, you stick around. Don't go anywhere. You think we're going to need M scoring? A million lines. Oh my God, what is going on Stream Deck? Here you go. Come on. Stream Deck, you are being pretty sus right now. Okay, so red is what? Is that 6? It's a 6 and 11? 6 and 11, right? Why is that not coming up? Okay. And yeah, for some reason the cams are, I don't know why that is. I got to go and fix this whole Stream Deck. It's a mess. So there's 6. Reset. There's Rorschach. What's up, bud? All right, so we'll turn you around. All right. All the no-row players have fuzzy cameras with weird lighting. I like it. And then, what is it? 11 over on this side? STM 11. Wait, do I have the right country for you, Yoshimi? It's America, right? That's what I have. Okay, good. I do? Okay, very good. Do you need cam? Yeah, everything on this main channel is cam. Yes, you do. That is the law. We got bills to pay, poet. We can't be showing like, you know, anime avatars and that kind. We got bills to pay. We got to deliver a quality product, my friend. Main camel. That's right. That is the I run this tournament for you for free, and the price of admission is your image. That's it. That's the trade. All right, everybody. It is round one. We're here. Rorschach versus Yoshimi. So as soon as you're ready, you can signal ready or say it in the chat. Yoshimi is a player about whom I know nothing. I know literally nothing. And I would look it up in the match database, but there's 15 mother effers in there typing in stuff, looking it up. I don't know. Is this your first match? I don't know. Let's go find out. Anyway, yeah, Rorschach versus Yoshimi. Round one. The winner goes to round two to face Ryan. Let's count it down. In 3, 2, 1, Tetris, STM, no rotation, January 2026. Players are not allowed to rotate the piece under any circumstances. Rorschach seed number 6. For Poland, qualified in with a 28. This is the average of his best 2 games played in a 1 hour no rotation qualifying period. Got a 32 and a 25. Yoshimi coming in seed number 11, a 22, 23 and 21. Score does now not count for anything in this one. If players tie, basically the tiebreaker is whoever topped out earliest. So yeah, I don't really know anything about really this player at all. There are some references to a player under this name in Liquipedia, right? But in other versions of Tetris, so I don't know if that's the same player. Kirby, is that you seem to know? Is that the same player? You seem to know. I don't know. But, you know, that's what I love about these stupid Tetris monthly tournaments is people come out of the woodwork and, you know, here they are. And we get introduced to new players and friends. Yoshimi is a friend of Kirby's, I think. All right. 7 lines for Yoshimi. Rorschach, 6 lines. She's played Tetris Effect. Okay, yeah, WPL Championship. Tetris Effect connected qualifier. Does that sound right? Played in that. Tetris Effect Connected World Championship 2022. Is that right? I don't know what Square One is, but that seems to be related to Tetris Effect Connected. So apparently you should be a Tetris Effect Connected player. Vandy, what's your top film of 2025? I haven't seen any films made in 2025. I've seen 0 films made in 2025. I don't watch a lot of. I have to get out to the cinema. Yeah, when the cinema starts putting out things worth watching, I will do that. All right, so Rorschach going to top out 12 lines. Yoshimi up toward the top of the board, going to top out at 10. So Rorschach going to take game number 1. They're both kind of speed running this thing. And yeah, Rorschach going to outlast Yoshimi 12 to 10. Game 1 very quickly. So whereas like Cobra, like the first stream, I was very worried because Cobra and Chroma were just like sitting there, no push down, slow AF, and everybody else since then has been pretty fast. There were a lot of good movies in 2025. Here, let's go ahead and start. Game number 2, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. There is such a backlog of movies from the past that I haven't seen that I'm not missing. I don't feel like I'm missing anything by not getting to the movies of this year. I just don't feel like I'm missing anything. Like if I get to him, don't get to him, my life will add up to the same thing. So it's not urgent for me to do it. And I have a backlog of just films that I own or films that I have access to on streaming services that I haven't watched. So I'm paying for these services. You know, it's fine. I like going to the movie theater. I love it. And in certain years, I've gone bazillions of times. But yeah, I just feel like I have, I'm already, I've got streaming. What streaming services? I have Criterion Channel, and then Sue has Netflix. I don't really watch Netflix, but those are what I have. And I have a backlog of physical movies that I haven't seen, and I'm happy to just see that. You have Regal Unlimited? That's cool. I used to have Alamo Unlimited Pass, and I liked it. But yeah, there's just such a backlog of films I don't feel like I need. There's no urgency that I got to see the latest movies. It's not like I've seen everything. The last movie I saw in the theater was probably... Well, if it's a first-run movie you're talking about, it was Anora. And if it's any movie, I did see a screening. There's a restoration of a really great movie from like 2000, 2001 called In the Mood for Love. So there was a new restoration of it. It was made in Hong Kong, and it's a beautiful movie. Like, I love that movie a lot. So that was probably the last one I saw in the theater, either first run or at all. Did you not watch the Tetris movie? I was at the premiere of the Tetris movie. Okay. But you guys know that was in like 2020, right? 8 lines apiece. Rorschach at 8. Yoshimi at 8. Could be either one. Hey everybody, it's your old pal Van Dweller, host of Classic Tetris Monthly, and I'm asking you to do me a favor. If you like this video, hit thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, please subscribe and bang that notification bell. And follow us on Twitch at twitch.tv/monthly Tetris. Thank you and have a nice day. So I am gonna try to open up quals in the next 24 hours for February, and you fans of slow modes, get ready, because it is gonna be secret grade, and then that's probably gonna be the last slow mode that we do of the year, to be honest. And the only reason I'm doing it is because Kirby said she couldn't really play it unless it were, that she's not really available the rest of the year. And Kirby has got to play secret grade. So it's the only reason I'm running it. I wanted to space them out. I didn't want to do slow, boring modes like back to back, but Ego Chip says, why do you still call yourself Van Dweller when you live in a house? Why do you call yourself Ego Chip when you're not eating chips? I mean, I don't know, because it's a name. 22 for Yoshimi and a decently low board. Yeah, Kirby, you did say this. Now, if you've changed your mind, I would love to not run 2 slow modes back to back, but literally that's the reason I'm running it. Otherwise, I'd run it later in the year. You're unavailable March through May? What if I ran it in June? Could you play it in June? Can players rotate by accident? If it were truly an accident and didn't affect anything and it was corrected very quickly. Look at this, neck and neck. Rorschach gonna top out at 20, Yoshimi at 25. So Yoshimi gonna take one. Fun factor, PB is 27. So yeah, really, really good. All right, so very good. Double level 2s. Excellent. We got ourselves a battle. I mean, who is going to face Ryan Hamburger? Rorschach or Yoshimi versus the No-Row robots? All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3, let's go. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. So you think you could do June? Because I gotta be honest, Kirby, I feel like I would kill the entire STM franchise if I played 2 slow modes back to back. I think we need to get another fast mode in there in between. So maybe we'll do, you think we do June? All right, I think I'm gonna do it at June. I'm literally like, this tournament, this tournament is happening now because I promised Zoltan. And, this is the tournament that Zoltan can be very, very competitive in. And I'm doing I'm doing secret grade because that's the tournament that is your essence. So I have to take into account when you can do it. What are the tourneys next month? I'm not 100% sure, but I have to decide. I have to think about, we have, Mega Masters should be March or April. So I have to think about what we want to do going into that. It would be good, though, to do secret grade in June. But I need you to be there because it's the only reason I would schedule it in June as opposed to March or April. Yeah, you would have to do your qualifier in May. That's true. Nerd the Box with a great point. You would have to play an hour of it in May. Oh my God, are we gonna do it in July? Is that what we have to do? Oh my word. Two games in an hour. Secret grade is a pattern that you make, a diagonal pattern of holes in the board that go diagonally from, you know, row 1, height 1, all the way to the right side of the board, you know, up like diagonally, and then back over to the left to the top of the board. So it's like a little, it's like a greater than sign that you make on the board with no other gaps. Six for Rorschach, 12 for Yoshimi. Isn't that super RNG? No, I mean, you're playing on level 0, so not really. I mean, I guess it kind of is, but again, you do like, you know, a best of. You'll have enough games to. All right, 15 topo for Yoshimi. Rorschach, gotta figure out how to get, and no, that is gonna be not a line clear up the top of the board. That's a top out. Yoshimi goes up 2 games to 1. It's not the fastest to make that pattern. It's who can make the pattern, who can make more of the pattern. So you might fail at 10 lines high. Someone else might fail at 13 lines high. I think the highest you can make is what, 19? Can you actually do 20? Like literally look up secret grade NES Tetris on YouTube and you'll see it. All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 4, Rorschach and Yoshimi, 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Yeah, but you're basically making a fully packed NES Tetris board except for one gap in each row. And the pattern of those gaps has to be you're making a greater than sign on the board. Like a perfect greater than sign. This is something that comes over from Tetris the Grandmaster, because it's like I think it isn't it. I forget which version of Tetris the Grandmaster it is, but isn't the kind of thing that you have to do it in order to get Grandmaster status, or it's like a challenge at the kill screen challenge or end screen challenge or something like that. Isn't that what it is? And then people do it in NES Tetris for the memes, but it's actually kind of a fun challenge to have to do. Oh, it's a secret way to get Grandmaster in that mode. Oh, got you. All right. That makes sense. In that game, right. All right, 3 lines apiece. That's why it's secret. Oh. The winner of this will take on Ryan. And then we do have another match after that one, and it's going to be Steels versus Poet. Kirby says secret grade is like a side quest, more or less. It awards secret grade instead of normal grades. Doing it in the end credits is super cool. Everyone does it from level 0 in TGM 2. Yeah, it's another slow mode because we're doing it from like level 0. And it's one of these slow, cerebrally stacking challenges. I think once you get the basic kind of algorithm for it, or like how you do it, like it's kind of, you can, I don't know, it's almost algorithmic in a way, but obviously can't guarantee that you're going to make it all the time. And RNG is a factor. But yeah, you do have to see, like, you know, it's one of these, again, planning kind of modes where you're trying to think several moves ahead. Very much like very much like No Row when it's played well. Yoshimi, really interesting board here. But Rorschach ahead 15-7, and Yoshimi's going to top out at 7, and Rorschach going to tie it up 2 games apiece. But yeah, both of these modes are just like stacking and planning modes. All right, so Rorschach might be mullining it out a little bit. We have a little time. This is a hell day for a Saturday. I'll tell you that. There's a lot. I had to get up at 8. Now you got matches all the way through. Oh, Rorschach, good board here. We're gonna be mullining it out a little bit. Jade is in the chat. What's up, Jade? Zook, I missed your tier 1 sub. Thank you, Zook, if you're still here. All right, looks like both players ready. Game number 5. What was once a best of 7, now a best of 3. Rorschach and Yoshimi. Not a decider. This is best of 7. You're studying? I know. I have to study as well. Not today. There's more tomorrow, too. There's a Masters Green in the morning. Oh, guys, big news. Tomorrow, 2 p.m., chicken sandwich time. 2 p.m. chicken sandwich time. This is a European friendly time. It's the finale of Masters December. Scooty and Andy, Dog and Sidnev is tomorrow. 22 hours from now. "22 hours from now." So it's like 24 hours from now, and then minus 2 hours. So yeah, it's like primetime Europe. So we got a loaded day tomorrow now. So we've got January Masters single match in the morning at 9 a.m. Texas time. 2 p.m. December finale. Another Masters Yellows bracket at 5. And then I'm going to watch the AFC wildcard game between the Chargers and the Patriots. I blocked that time off. And then a solo match at 11 p.m. Texas time as well from Zro and Somalian. So that is what is going on tomorrow. You're missing out on doing CTL opening day to watch the Jaguars? That's legit. I tried to get away from football. There's still something that's too like brutal about it. But now that my team is good again, like I'm interested in them again. All right, so Rorschach with a lot of options on his board. Yoshimi not enjoying life at the moment. Floating Minos, oh my goodness. Yes, you can float Minos, believe it or not. I mean, yes, it's possible. You're looking at it right now. Would a double flip tournament be much different than a no-row tournament? What does that mean? Where you must flip it every piece twice? Oh, I don't know. Like every piece is upside down? That's a top out for Rorschach at 13. So Yoshimi's got an opening here. That's a really good idea. Like if you could edit the spawn point. No, that's a top out for Yoshimi at 12, and Rorschach gonna take game number 5 and go up 3 games to 2. So very, very close one. A tie is broken by whoever tops out first. Yeah, we need a version of Tetris where the pieces are spawned upside down. All right, game number 6. Rorschach on match point. Yoshimi needs to tie it or win it to tie it up and force a deciding game number 7. Let's go 3, 2, 1 Tetris. I think it would be fun. Yeah, let's see where these players start. They started basically simultaneously, so if it does come down to that, which in this match I believe it could, that could be a factor. So they're basically simultaneous. Catvinity, I want you to reason out in your mind why we're not using same piece sets. I want you to take it as a thinking exercise, a critical thinking exercise. Tayo, think about it. Think about it. Like, yes, if you don't understand, you should ask questions, but you should also think about things for like a half second. Yeah, you're on the right track. That's right. Now imagine, I could play perfectly against Zoltan, right? If I could see Zoltan's board, I could literally just copy Zoltan, and then right around the time where he starts to, where it gets to the top, I could just diverge. Yeah, I would still lose. That's a good point, Catfinity. But that's the point, right? That's the point. You could just copy the other player perfectly. All right, Rorschach, very solidly packed on that right side. So good board here for Rorschach. Can't you do that on 18 in normal Tetris? Kinda, but you can't really sustain that. Like, you could do the same opening for a while, but as soon as you misdrop or they misdrop, are you going to make the same misdrop? Like, it's not a factor. You think the only time SPS would work here is to have a no-row live event with CRTs facing away? Yeah, I agree. If this were in person, you could do no-row with that. Then just, you know, score checks are easy enough because it's like single and double digits. It's easy to fix the repeating other players' moves by a rule. No. Because what if they just happen to be making the same moves? Because they're, you know what I mean? Like, you're not allowed. How do you know? So we make it best of 7. So there's like, enough games to take some of the randomness out of it, take some of the luck out of it. Yeah, that's a good suggestion there, Kat. I didn't say it was a stupid question. I just said it's a good opportunity to think about things, right? To think. Because that question can be answered with some reflection. That's all I'm saying. It's not a stupid question, but 18 for Rorschach, 16 for Yoshimi. Oh, Rorschach kind of... This is a rough one for Rorschach, 19. So Yoshimi going to try. All right, there's one. There's 20 for Rorschach into level 22. What else is he going to get here? The answer is nothing. That's a top out at 20 for Rorschach. So Yoshimi needs to get to 21. Oh, did I say level 22? I mean level 2. Oh no, top out at 18. And Rorschach is going to take this one 4 games to 2. So Rorschach will be moving on. GG's to you, Yoshimi. Good to see you. Hope to see you again in future events. Maybe in Secret Grade. What about that? So, all right. So good to have a new player in the CTM universe. GG's to you. Have a great time. All right. I'm going to go ahead and move everybody around. Let me report this to the proper Tetris authorities so we can make sure that everyone's following the law and the rules. 4-2. Oh. Hold on one second, guys. Yeah, sorry about that, guys. Getting a delivery on Saturday is like a whole thing here. So there's a guy trying to deliver something and parcel locker, and there's a whole bunch of nonsense here at the apartment. All right, Yoshimi, GG's again. We're gonna go ahead and whisk you away to the world of, I don't know, to the Netherlands. And then Rorschach, we're gonna bring you over here. And then we're gonna undo you over here and bring up Ryan Hamburger. That's right, the Netherlands. All right, so you are where? Over here? All right. Is that an apple? I like an apple. All right. That is an apple. That's some apple, my friend. All right. Round 2. Oh my God, we saw a round 2. Holy moly. All right, we're kind of on time a little bit. All right. Looks like both players are ready. Rorschach eating an apple. It's round 2. The winner goes to the semifinals. Is that what it is? The semifinals? Is that what's happening? Someone's going to the semifinals? Is that literally what's happening? Wait a minute. Oh my God. It is. That is what's happening. All right. Let's get them counted down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. I know. I've forgotten how 16-player brackets work. True. All right. I'm sorry. I asked people to think. I will stop doing that. It's just shtick, okay? It's just shtick. Rorschach eating an apple. I love that. What is the next box doing there, Tetris? Well, people were saying the next box is blocking the top of the board, and like the top of the board is kind of a pivotal place in no rotation. So I moved it. I hate it too, but that's where it's going to stay for this tournament. And you'll see there's no level either. A better place for the next box might be on top of lines. Yeah, it doesn't quite fit there without covering. It's just fine here. It's fine here. Don't worry about it. Well, it is Ryan versus Rorschach. Ryan defeated somebody, Paco, in round 1, if you want to call that round. I love Rorschach just eating an apple, casually disposed. I mean, I love a version of Tetris where it's fine to casually just eat an apple. Anyway, yeah, Ryan defeated Paco in round 1. Made it here to the round 2 top 8. Seed number 3 qualified in with a 31.5, actually. That little placard is wrong. Ryan, a longtime member of the Classic Tetris community, has been out to a handful of events, but, you know, maybe known primarily as a chess player. That's a top out for Ryan at 15. So this is very chase downable here for Rorschach, especially with this board. Yoshimi says, game after the match was a 29. Should have done that in the match. Yeah. Oh no, Rorschach gonna hang. Kind of, whoa, my God, Rorschach, a head slapper. So yeah, Rorschach put that S over there and it hung the J piece. And people are just handing Ryan games. Why is everyone just handing Ryan these games, guys? You don't need to do that. Oh my goodness gracious. All right, well, there it is. Ryan up 1-0. Oh, yikes, yikes, yikes. All right, game 2 when you're ready. Hey. All right, both players ready. Game number 2, Ryan up 1-0. 3-2-1 Tetris. Rorschach, seed number 6, defeated Yoshimi in round 1. Rorschach from Poland, qualified in 28.5 was the average, a 32 and a 25. Ryan being spoon-fed with wins. Yeah, you don't need to do that. Just, I mean, really, just beat him. That's all I want for Christmas. No, it's all right. I don't care who wins. As long as it's not Ryan. That's the most important thing. No, I'm kidding, of course. Of course I am. Zoltan's on the other side of the bracket, right? We could have Ryan Ambergy in the finals of a top-level C-Team event. Yeah, that's true. That is true. Arbo says, incredible camera lighting situation on both sides. I will say, there is something interesting about no rotation where there's a lot of grainy, I'm being held in captivity kind of lighting. Not sure why, but it's fine. I'm here for it. I like it. Yeah, they're playing on security cameras. All right, 14. Ryan plays fast. That is one thing we have learned. Ryan is going to play fast. Maybe a lot of speed chess happening, quick decisions. You get that little cavity over there. There's a double with a T. Yeah, right. These long bars not really super helping Ryan right now. Because he's either 3 wide or 5 wide, so neither one of those works for those bars. But here's one. There we go. Tucking it around. Combo with that L piece. And has a little 4 wide there that he can clear. 23. And Rorschach up way near the top of the board. That's going to be a top out for Rorschach. And Ryan, you are good in game number 2. So Ryan going to try to get into level 3. Oh, rip. Well, Ryan's going to go up 2-0 over Rorschach. Players ready. Let's count them. 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Casually getting your qual score. Is Ryan in heaven? I mean, we're in heaven that we get to experience Ryan on the main channel. Has Ryan ever been on the main channel? All right, Rorschach, a lot of material on the board. The 2 lines. Get a tuck of the... Nope, not going to tuck the Z. Ryan once played in Hopel's final in 2023. I don't know how you guys all remember this. Ryan into level 1. All right, Ryan, a delicate little situation there in the middle of the board. These pieces spawning. But yeah, it's going to be a top out. 12 lines for Ryan. So Rorschach needs to get to 13. There's 9. He needs 4 more lines. Can he eke out 4 more lines here? Here's another one coming. Three more lines needed. I think chase downs in this are very tough. $13 is the target. Oh, that's a top out for Rorschach. And Ryan is going to hang on. Take game number 3. He's up 3 games to none. And these are best of 7s. And you can see why. All right. Looks like both players are ready. Game number 4. Ryan and Rorschach. 3-1 Tetris. The winner goes to the semifinals of this match. So Rorschach needs to win to have a shot at that. And he's got to win out. So after this match, it's going to be Steels versus Poet. That is slated to, that's supposed to start in 39 minutes. If they're here and they want to play, I'm happy to take it early. But if they don't want to or they're not here, then we'll see how it goes. Assuming it goes early, but I mean, it's kind of speed running this match here. So I feel like I'm expecting more of the same, but oh, look at that. Rorschach, free floating Minos. You'll love it. And look, a floating manufactured blue T-piece. Like, just manufacture a blue T-piece. Like, what the heck? Yeah, so Ryan's board not super accommodating. There's, I mean, how many more lines are going to be able to eke out of this? Well, he's getting some lines here. He's got it down. He's into level 1. 12 lines. Rorschach still with the 4 lines and all this material on the board. Ryan's going to top out at 15, so it is chase down time. It's all up to Rorschach. Needs to get to 16 lines. And yeah, this is, I don't see how this is going to happen, but you know, never give up. Oh no, it's going to be top out. I guess now you have to give up. Rorschach going to top out, and Ryan is going to take this one 4 games to none. Ryan is going to the... Where are you going? You're going to the semifinals. And it says night right there, but I'll change it to say Ryan. Ryan Hamburger Man. You are the winner of the red bracket, and you will be representing the red bracket in the semifinals. Rorschach, you have done a good job. We congratulate you on having made it into the tournament and had a good showing. You just run into a really, really good player who apparently people just wanted to. I feel like it's a fix. Like he seemed to just on his early top outs, people were earlier top outing. So pretty crazy. So GG's to you, Ryan. We will see you in the finale. You're the world's biggest Knight fan. That works. All right, good job. All right, Ryan Hamburger Man is gone. All right, let's show you where we're at. Let's refresh this. Yeah, we got someone in the semifinals. That Zoltan. Why didn't those matches report? Yeah, it was Zoltan versus Cobra was 4-1, right? Let me report that. It was 4-1. No, it is there. It's Oh wait, I see. I get it. Yeah, Zoltan is in. There you go. I'm being an idiot. I'm on 3.5 hours sleep, guys. All right. Well, we do have another stream coming up. It's a stupid match that we have to do. I know Poet is here. I don't know if Steels is here. Or if you guys want to wait. You guys want to wait a half hour or you want to do it now? You want to do it now? You need a minute. Okay, that works for me. A minute is good. Poet, you want to do it now? Okay, let's do it. I like your attitude. You need some time? All right, I'll stay live. I am going to go and take care of something in the apartment. So we'll stay live though. So let's see. You guys are blue, right? So y'all should be what, 4 and 13? Is that what you are? No, you're 5 and 12. Yeah, I gotta fix this thing, man. It's a real problem. All right, STM 5 camera. Reset the transform. Okay, and then Steels is number 12. Right? 12. No, you're 13. Wait, what are you? Wait, hold on. What is 11? Oh, I see. And 12. Oh, I did something wrong. What are you? STEE LCE underscore. How many underscores? 2. You underscore people are ruining Tetris. What's up, Mark? Mark is here. How you doing? All right, we'll be back in a moment. And we'll have Poet versus Steels. All right, let's find out where we stand. You're online now. Okay. We're going to refresh you and figure out where Steels is at. You're like half this tournament done today. All right. I like it. I got it. We're in big head mode. That's fine. It's Stupid Tetris Monthly. Who cares? All right. So there's that. All right. So there's that. And then... Oh, Steels is online. What? How did this... Oh. See if you're online, buddy. You are. All right. We're in big head mode today. Let me fix stencil. Let me just fix stencil real quick and then we'll... All right. Yeah, we might actually finish it this month, right? What the heck? Imagine finishing a tournament in the same month it started. All right, let me reset transform here. Oh, actually, that's pretty close on stencil. That wasn't his fault. Okay, that's pretty good. Good stencil for not being super active. Oh, I got to get rid of stencil. Where's stencil? Here it is. Game 1, stencil. All right. We're in big head mode today. Yeah, we've completed 5 matches already. This would be the 6th match, so we're making good time. We're making good time. All right, players, let me know when you are ready. I think we have to go in giant face mode. All right, Steel, so you're going to have a big giant face. There we go. We're in big face mode, guys. All right, well, we'll make you reasonable size. Listen, this is all I got to work with. All right, this is what I got. This is what I have to. I'm doing my best. I'm doing my best. All right. Poet is ready. So as soon as Steels is ready, we can get started. By the way, No Row world record holder is dominated by emulator players. All right, it looks like both players are ready. Steels has said ready, or is signaled ready. Poet has said ready, so I think we're ready. It's round 1. Poet versus Steels in what? 3, 2, 1, Tetris. How many matches do we have left? This is the last STM match today. And then there'll be 2 Masters matches tonight. Paco or his Taco versus Duji. Winner versus Eyeball. So that'll be tonight. On the left side of your screen, it is Poet. Now, Poet has not played in a bunch of stuff recently. But Poet was the winner of CTWC DAS in 2023. So CTWC's DAS World Championship in 2023 in Germany was won by Poet. He's played in Classic Tetris European Championship, and way back in the day, Poet was the runner-up in the CTM Masters event in March of 2020. So that is a month that will, everybody knows, everybody remembers March 2020, right? Because of, the stuff that was going on in the world. That was when everything locked down. Well, yeah, that Poet was the runner-up in the Masters event in March of 2020. Was the runner-up to Ella, right? To E flat. And was also runner-up in Classic Tetris PAL back in December of 2019. Was the runner-up to Coffee in Classic Tetris PAL. So Poet goes back a long way in the Classic Tetris community, and he's the former Lines world record holder in this mode. So he did hold the world record at one point, is now second with 58. The PB is 58. When he held the world record, it was 27 lines. But has since gotten 58. And then, of course, world record holder is Zoltan at 72. So really a legend there, Poet from Germany. Qualified in with a 29. And those are both 29s. Got 2 29s. And on the right side, it's Steels. Anyway, 5 for Poet, 2 for Steels. No, of course, I kid you. Steels has, I don't know, really just kind of emerged in the last year. Has played a bunch on Nestris.org, and then all of a sudden, started showing up to stuff. Streamed events. Played in our Masters event in July. That was our No Next Box. Played in that. Played in our Stupid Tetris Monthly Masters event in July. No Next Box. Won a couple of rounds of that. Ended up going out to Fractal. Oh, Poet up pretty high here at 7 lines. That's going to be a top out. So Steels with a chase down needs to get to 8. Steels also played in the November Stupid Tetris Monthly, which was no long bar. Won a couple of rounds of that too. Went out to Hufflepuffus. So if you're going to play Stupid Tetris Monthly and Steels is in your way, you better be a former Masters event winner to knock him out. So there it is. Steels going to take game number 1 against a former world record holder in the category. So GG's Steels. Steels also played in Mega Dasters and has also played in Das Masters Monthly. Your brain is already melting. It's tough. It's tough. All right, so as soon as you're both ready, let me know. And Poet, just make sure you're on the level select screen when you say ready, so that I know your capture is good. But still, only 9 games in the match database for Steels. All right, Poet is ready. Let's go. Game number 2, Steels up 1 game to none, 3-1 Tetris. I feel like YouTube died. Like, they're just not talking. Well, it's 51 people watching on YouTube, allegedly. They are not chatting. They're intent. They're just watching. They're focused, locked in. All right, so Poet going to try to improve on that game one performance. You know, it's got one of the few players with over 50 lines cleared in this mold. Only Zoltan, Poet, Trisky, and Pixek have over 50. And notable names in the top 20. Ryan Ambergy, Heist, Zeno, Rorschach, Doc Pie, Mark Migas, Meme. Those are all players in the top 20. The top 20 places. All those players have 30 or more. Oh, that's true. That is true. You do as well. Oh, you have 52. It's not on this leaderboard that I'm looking at. It is not. I am looking at a leaderboard and you are not on it. Well, according to this list, there are 17 30+ players. But obviously this is a work in progress, so there could be others. So it's a fresh PB. Well, yeah, you might want to let who maintains this? I guess Trisky is the active maintainer of that, so you might want to contact Trisky and say, oh, here it is. I think there's a submission form and you could submit your PB to it if you want to be on the list. Lori, 4 people are tied at 17. Oh, I see. Gotcha. All right, so it's like 20. All right, so Poet. So this is you got that comb kind of set up over on that right side. A series of nested tucks waiting and ready for J's and L's. Wallbant with the raid party of 13. Welcome to Stupid Tetris Monthly. No rotation January 2026. It's Poet, a former CTWC DAS world champion, taking on Steels. And yeah, we're in big head mode today, or at least for this match. All right, so 11 lines for Poet, 5 for Steels. I think it's the 4th raid. That's right. We did have, I don't know if N-Dog is around anymore, but we did have an incentive to try to get us to 50, to get us $50 more in the prize pool, but I don't think N-Dog is here anymore. N-Dog probably just hanging his head in shame and disappointment, saying nobody can live up to my challenges. Tetris is gonna die. Oh God, oh no, Tetris is dying. I'm sorry I died. 13 lines for Poet. 8 for Steels. Oh, Steels has a Vit set up, but unfortunately cannot rotate the long bar to get anything in there. $15 for Poet, 9 for Steels. Steels, starting to get up into that portion where you're just kind of scrambling and trying to clear as many lines as you can just out of desperation. But not sure how much more scoring is. Oh no, that's not going to get over. That is a top out for Steels at 10 lines. Poet is good in game number 2. Summoning Salt's video is speedrunning dying. I feel like the only reason Summoning Salt released that video was because he's trying to get a silver button or whatever on this alt channel. And he was really close. So if he just put like, you know, a Summoning Salt, like he doesn't make content like that on his alt channel. So I feel like that's why he posted it. I don't know anything for real, but like he just doesn't post stuff like that on that channel. And all of a sudden, yeah, his alt channel is like PBs. And so it was really close to 100,000 followers. So I think he was trying to get the silver play button. He's like, oh, I'm pretty close. Let me just release something that'll get some. Yeah, I mean, do it. Get another silver play button. Why not? All right, we are tied up. Still holding out hope for that that silver play button. We're like 1/7 of the way there, guys. We'll get there anytime. Any time now. We're 1/7 of the way. We'll never get it. I thought that we might have been able, like, oh, we're on a good trajectory, but we're just flat now. Totally flat. Oh God, is Tetris dying? All right, looks like both players are ready. Game number 3. Poet versus Steels, 3-2-1 Tetris. Cute Pup Jesus Prime sub, 17 months. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. It's crazy that there's like 150 people watching level 0 Tetris. But guys, this is Tetris in 2026. You were subbed to this channel before it existed? Holy moly. All right, Steels is locked in. You can see players' brains is literally there. These players look like they're in pain, like thinking. Usually you don't have to think when you play Tetris, you just react, right? And all the thinking you do is kind of, I don't know. I mean, mostly you're not thinking. You're just kind of, yeah, I figured out some stuff and now I'm just going to unleash it. But here, like every move, super conscious, like what do I do? Deliberate, painstaking cognition happening right here. All right, Poe can accommodate the S. He can accommodate Z's. He's very flexible build over there. You can see them calculating. Like, I mean, I've never seen such pained looks on this channel as I have in this no rotation. Poet is a, by the way, did you know that Poet's first match in Classic Tetris Monthly Cinematic Universe was against Munis The second one was against Bubble. Defeated Munis, Bubble. Defeated Tristop and Ben Mullen before losing to Nenu in the Challengers. This was all during one Challengers, like an early. In fact, this might be the first Challengers. This is a very early Challengers. This was January 2020. And this is all in the same tournament. Munis, all right. Bubble, former Masters champion. Tristop, you know, god of Tetris. Ben Mullen, former champ. And then lost to Nenu in the finals. And then just a couple months later, Poet defeated Corion, Brodendamp, and Nenu in the same Masters event. That was March 2020. Defeated Corion, Brodendamp, and Nenu before falling to Ella in the finals. Ben Mullen, the namesake of the Mullen? Yes. And that's a top out for Steel Set 7 lines. And Poet is good in game number 3. Can you imagine that? You defeated Corion, Brodendamp, and Nenu. 3 Masters winners on the way to the finals. So, you know, Poet, a real Tetris player here, okay? Not messing around. Oh, you're ready. Okay. Looks like both players are ready. It's game number 4. Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, Steel's brain is fried. Totally fried. This is a best of 7. The first player to 4 wins is the winner. Poet did play against Zoltan in Tetris friendlies back in 2022. I wonder if that was no rotation. Don't worry about it, Tetris. Don't worry. I like that players have time to chat. They're just chatting. They're just chatting. In Poet's DAS World Championship run, he defeated Mielchuk, Maywinkos, Schnecke, Uf means egg, and Adam Mountains. Tetris, it's fine. We're just happy the match is taking place, Tyler. We're not questioning much of anything here. We're just happy it's happening. No, you have to do it, Tetris. You have to do it. You know better. Poet hasn't played a match in the database since September of 2023. Don't do it, Tyler. That's your first instinct. Like, oh, someone's making Vandy's life difficult. I'm going to do that too. Rather than, oh, I don't want to do that. I'm going to make his life easy. Like, your first instinct is, yes, I also would like to make his life difficult. I see where you're coming from now. I understand. 5 lines apiece. Do you want me to make your life easier? Yes, I do. Shinobi, you got your finger right on it. Serious Tetris Monthly, STM. It is really true. Like, these are very challenging modes. It's not just silliness. Players are forced out of their comfort zone, and they have to, you know, flex, you know, certain puzzle muscles that they're not used to flexing. So it is serious Tetris Monthly in a way. Tetris, you're a god. Thank you. That's all I want in life. Just good stencil, good cam, white space around. That's what I want. $13 Poet, 10 Steals. You can't promise good stencil? Well, you know, 2 out of 3 ain't bad. All right, Poet getting a little bit high on the board, but oh, that's going to be a nice L piece. That'll help a bit. You'll have a bit. Well, it's not hard to have a better stencil than that person. Summer B is here. It sure is challenging. It is. That's a top out for Poet at 16. So Steals, the chase down target is 17, and you need to beat it. You can't just tie it. You do have to beat it. If you tie it, Poet takes it, because the tiebreaker is who topped out first. All right, that line, that's 15. And needs one more line. Is selling out. You can't rotate it. Oh, no. No, that's not going to do it. No, Poet is going to go up 3-0. Oh, my goodness. You had it. You got RNG'd. You were waiting. And Poet goes up 3-1. Now, it's the best of 7. You're still in it. Yeah, there's nothing you can do except, you know, play better earlier in the game. I guess there's nothing else you can do. What can you do? That's all you can do. You get that high, it's just all RNG at that point. All right, Poet is ready. Whenever you're ready, that's fine. You got to push down more. Well, true, yeah. Push down. That's true. The tie goes to the earlier top outer. All right, both players ready. It's game number 5. Steels needs to win to stay in. 3-2-1 Tetris. Oh, this is weird. So I do get Tetris effect, you know, the actual visual condition once in a while. And I think just because I've been looking at the screen so long, it's happening. Normally I get a grid work, a like black and gray, very faint grid work over the empty portions of the playfield. Like I can see like a Cartesian coordinate system of grid work. But somehow now that's what I normally get. What I have right now is like the squares are like doubled in size basically, or doubled in area, or 4 times in area. Yeah, they're basically 4 times the area. So instead of 1 by 1 blocks, they're 2 by 2 blocks. So I literally see them overlaid on the screen. Do you watch Poet's stack right now with those J pieces, and those are pretty flexible builds there. You can tuck in L's and J's and long bars, and you'll still have tucks left over after you tuck things in. So you do see him set up those a lot. Nine lines Poet, 5 for steals. There's a nice double for steals. And he's got it tucked, and how's he gonna? All right, he's tucking it in. So Poet right now kind of 5 wide. Steele says, I look over and I'm depressed. LMAO. I mean, it's 10-9, so it's still close. Anything can happen. You got those Glade plugins, Jungle Cook. All right. Poet 12 steals 9. Oh, he's gonna block off. Yeah, that was. Oh no, Ghost Burn there for steals. That was not. I was like, he's not going down there with it, is he? And he is. Tetris, you got to send me the UPC code of those controllers you got. Didn't you get like some old school brand controllers? I tried looking for those. I couldn't find them. I want to see them. But for some reason, I couldn't find that exact product. $10 free shipping. That's great. I gotta become an affiliate. Yeah, those look pretty good. All right, both players got, well, Steele's, yeah, pretty high here. Poet has a bit more flexibility for sure. And Steele's is kind of, oh, well, there is a clear. Really use a J piece. There's a J. That'll get a line. And now we're getting up near the top of the board. All right, Steele's going to muster a line here. Poet into level 2. They make a dog bone. All right, so not out of it yet here. All right, there's a T. And now just kind of spamming pieces left, trying to muster a line. But even so, not really going to be enough. That's going to be a top out for Steels at 18. And Poet is good and is going to take this match. He's topping out, but it doesn't matter because he was ahead. Going to take it 4 games 1. So GG's Poet, you will be moving on to round 2 at some point. And yeah, Steel Smoke looks much happier now that he never has to play this again. When are you gonna learn your lessons, Steel? So you keep playing these stupid Tetris monthly modes. And you're just miserable every time, but you keep coming back. I respect it. I respect it. All right, so Poet is your winner. Congratulations, Poet. There you go. Congratulations. We will be seeing more of you later in the month. So that is going to do it for me for now. In about 2 hours, I'll have a couple of matches from Masters Pink, but let's show you where we're at in the... Yeah, here's where we're at. We're here. So Zoltan is into the top 8. Poet's in. Ryan is into the top 4. Now, we don't have any more stupid tomorrow or on the schedule yet, but I'm sure those will happen. And then, yeah, so in 2 hours, we got a Masters Pink bracket. That's going to be this one. Dougie versus Paco, winner versus Eyeball. Okay? Thanks, everybody, for hanging out. Really appreciate. All these stupid modes are stupid fun, right? I appreciate that. Cole, you received one. Parker, Dude, Sarajevo, Treble, Ferry, Fargons, Jacobo, Nedra, Anon, Bardogian, Sense, Magic Chase, Zook, Cube Up Jesus. Thanks to the raids, Wallband, Sleepy Matty, Chef Boyard Jeeves, and then some of those were contributed. They were donated subs from Endog, Nidorora, and yeah, thank you for those. Also had some contributions from to the prize pool for No Rose, Elazawi, Arbaro, Esther, Pseudo Canard, Booskop, and Whoops. Thank you for your contributions. Also, thank you, Endog, for your incentive to help bring some of those in. Really appreciate that. Thanks to our patron, Scott Gray, J in the Window, Canine Tacky, Middlesbrough, Corporal Shalby Jr., Troy Dan, Kim M, Rogue Potato, Kaka, Java G, Jason, Sunny. And we will see you guys in, I don't know, hour and 45 minutes, something like that. And it'll be Masters Pink. But I'm going to go and take a little nappy poo or something. And then I will be happy. All right? YouTube, we'll see you then. Thanks for hanging out. Really appreciate y'all. And GG's to all our players. Thank you for being great. And thanks to our schedulers, Kat and Zempro. Appreciate that. All right, let's go find somebody to raid over on Twitch. Somebody's got to be playing Tetris, right? Somebody's playing Tetris today. Anyone? No, nobody's playing Tetris. Arbaro? What are you doing, Arbaro? Arbaro's just... Are you just chillaxing? All right. I don't know what Arbaro's doing, but it doesn't look like a qualifier. So I'll raid Arbaro. And please join Tetris for the non-pros at tmp.tetris.lol. Okay? Good. All right. We'll see you guys in a couple hours. Bye-bye.